Is the Trump-Kim summit still on? Yes, says Donald Trump. The US president has said that he was quote-unquote willing to do a lot and offer North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un protection if he is to commit to an agreement at the very first between a US president and a North Korean leader. In fact, Mr. Trump has contradicted his own national security advisor John Bolton by saying that he is not considering the so-called Libyan model for dismantling North Korea's nuclear weapons program. That suggestion by John Bolton had angered the North, which threatened to pull out of the summit with Trump on June 12th in Singapore. Listen in to the US president.
There was no deal to keep Gaddafi. The Libyan model that was mentioned was a much different deal. This would be with Kim Jong-un, something where he'd be there, he'd be in his country, he'd be running his country. His country would be very rich. His people are tremendously industrious. If you look at South Korea, this would be really a South Korean model in terms of their industry, in terms of what they do. They're hardworking, incredible people. But the Libyan model was a much different model. We decimated that country. We never said to Gaddafi, oh, we're going to give you protection. We're going to give you military strength. We're going to give you all of these things. We went in and decimated.
Mr. Trump seems to be suggesting that a deal with the U.S. would see the North Korean leader Kim Jong-un remain in power and make his country rich. Is this an attempt to placate North Korea? Well, it could be. Remember, Pyongyang had threatened to scrap the June summit following Bolton's comments. Trump could have let the matter rest, but then rambled on to say that the Gaddafi model would most likely take place if the deal with Kim didn't happen.
Model, if you look at that model with Gaddafi, that was a total decimation. We went in there to beat him. Now, that model would take place if we don't make a deal, most likely. But if we make a deal, I think Kim Jong-un is going to be very, very happy.
On one hand, the U.S. president is reassuring North Korea, and on the other, he's indicating that the U.S. will proceed to the next step if the meeting doesn't happen. But again, he didn't elaborate. It would seem that he's using the carrot and stick policy to pressure Kim Jong-un. At the same time, cancellation of the summit, the first between the U.S. and North Korea's leaders, would be a major blow to what could be Mr. Trump's crowning diplomatic achievement, one that could put him in line for a Nobel Peace Prize.
Mr. President, are you going to take the